Ladies and gentlemen, and Janine, we are leaving the port of Cebu. It is 4 o'clock, February 7th, and I went to the J Mall. I went to the North Reclamation area. I went to the dentist, and I also did. I went to the Insular building, and I went to the Ayala Mall to look at electronics. Those are fenders, F-E-N-D-E-R-S. Now, those are not big fenders, but they're probably every bit of 10 feet long and 6.5 feet wide. They don't look that big because the pier is a large pier. So now the pilot of this vessel, he's going to put the port engine forward. No, he's going to put the port engine in reverse and the starboard engine forward, and he's going to spin this vessel around. He's bringing the stern of the boat into the wind, and he's letting the front of the boat swing around with the wing, and the momentum of the wind will push us past the 90-degree angle of the wind, and then we'll be headed out to the bay. He'll give it more throttle on the starboard engine and more throttle on the port, spin it around hard into the wind, and now he'll go forward, starboard first and then port. Starboard engine first, and then port kicks in afterwards. He wanted to get a little bit more spin on the vessel. So we're in the port of Cebu. I did have a meeting with a woman named Janine, who I said I would meet at 12 o'clock, between 12 and 2, because that was the time my dentist has lunch. And at 2 o'clock I went to the dentist, and at 3 o'clock I was done at the dentist, and at 3:27 the lady called me up and said, I'm ready. I don't know. Well, she said, are you in Cebu? Yes, I'm in Cebu, but by 3:30 I was already at the boat dock, picking up my ticket for my 4 o'clock boat, because I want to still go to the BQ Mall and do my shopping before I go home tonight. And I got up at about 5 minutes after 4 o'clock this morning, and I made an appointment to meet a woman at between 12 and 2. That was lunch hour for the dentist. And she calls at 3:30. I was already at the boat port. I already had my ticket, and I was already 8 kilometers away, and the traffic to get back to the J Mall would have been horrific. And that's Philippines time. That's exactly what I mean, this isn't the first time it happened. The last time I was going to meet Janine, she called me an hour after our supposed meeting time. I was already at the boat port once again. So she believes that an hour to 2 hours late is perfectly normal. And if you ask her why she did that, she goes, well, it's Philippines time. Yeah, well, I said I gave you a time, and she knew what the time was, and I left, and she called after the time. I already bought my tickets twice. So that's what you get. You want to talk about dating in the Philippines? But it was not about dating. It was about going to the dentist, going to the Insular Life building to pick up a product that they had ready for me. It was about going to the J Mall to pick something else up, and it was about going to the Ayala Mall to pick something else up altogether. And then I went to Cebu Construction Equipment and Supply Sales Office to look for a rebar bender, and they don't have them. Nobody has them in stock new.